It's weird that I grew up under the tutelage of Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick. So my thought process, it's like a pyramid. I'm part of the limb and the tree with those guys. I think like them. Yep. Like you might think like Coach Dick in a certain sense. And when I look at it, and I just look at my career and I look at the quarterbacks. I played 11 years and I played with 17, 18 different quarterbacks. And we won a lot of games. I never played with a Hall of Fame quarterback, but we won. And so when I look at it, I say, a guy who sets the edge, a guy who protects, a guy who shuts a guy down, a guy who can go catch it. Those are my staple players. And then at the quarterback, I don't need Justin Herbert. I could just have a guy that's not going to get a ball to the other team. And in the end, I'm going to be in the tournament.
Right.
And so when everybody says, well, Justin Herbert, I'm like, do you really want a Justin Herbert? It would be nice to have him, but you could do just as well with a Brock Purdy.
But I think at the same time, though, is if you get to the point where you don't have to rely on just Justin, and I think that's what's happened, is what you need is, and I know Brock Purdy doesn't like the word, but you need a game manager.
Well, I didn't want to use manager. I just said a guy that won't get a ball to the other team.
But the truth is, if you look at a really, really good quarterback, and I'm going to use Tom Brady as an example, if you watch the way Tom plays, he can take over a game at any time, okay? But he manages those games.
Yes.
He manages those games. And when he has to, he takes it over. And it's the same thing with Patrick Mahomes. He has that ability to manage a game, and then he takes it over. Okay, so to me, when you use the word, he's a game manager that can take a game over, that's what you need, in my opinion. And so I try to, look at it and say, how many game managers are there? How many guys that can take a game and manage it, and then all of a sudden, hey, it's time to score. Let's go. Take it over.
Not very many.
No, but those are Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Okay. Brock Purdy, for the most part, I think is a game manager with that same ability. He can take a game over, and he showed his abilities. And again, he'll continue to grow. He's still young.
Yes.
And again, let's remember, this is he'll be going into his third season. This is a guy I think that eventually has a bright future. And to me, hey, embrace the fact that you have that game manager ability, but you also have the ability to take it over.
When you look at J.J. McCarthy out of Michigan, who everybody is just like climbing up the draft board, I'm an instant evaluator. I look at him a couple times, couple throws, and I say, well, if the guy turns his damn head, it's an interception. If the guy doesn't fall on the ground, it's a pick. If the guy gets his hands up because the trajectory is so low, he bats it down. That's not a top 5 quarterback to me. Where do you look at like a J.J. McCarthy shooting up the ramps?
I do think what's happened is we have fallen in love with what we've seen, okay? And we've looked at it and said, he's played against some pretty good competition. So the argument now starts being is this guy deserves a little bit more attention. I don't know if he is one of the first 4 guys, okay? But I do know this. There is something about him that has that quote-unquote management part. He handles games, controls games very, very well. Has he taken over games? That's the one thing that I question. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what game can you sit there and say, wow, they won because he took it completely over? He's
had this year, I believe the number was something like 8 games this year. He threw the ball less than 10 times. That doesn't do it for me. He didn't throw the ball at all against Penn State. I mean, it just, is he an NFL quarterback? Yes. Is he worthy of being drafted? Yes. But is he an NFL top 5? And if I miss on this, I could be on the streets in 2-year type guy. No, he's not to me.
Correct. And so I think to me, that is the gamble pick.
Yes.
If you hit it and you're right, you've got a guy that's there for 10, 12 years. If you don't, like you said, we're out on the streets. So to me, again, you've got to go through everything that needs to be done to find out who this guy really, truly is. And is he going to be the kind of guy that's going to manage your team, control your team? And like you said, you've won with lesser quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Is he that kind of guy that's going to sit off to the side, manage, and all of a sudden develop that ability to take over the game and win it for you in crunch time?
We absolutely hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more from us, hit that subscribe button for all videos, full episodes, and exclusive content from the show. And don't forget to find All Facts, No Breaks on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.